Normally, NBA preseason games are pretty dull. I don't think anyone actively watches those games, but things feel different this preseason. These games are actually somewhat interesting, and last Sunday night we saw something that you rarely see during a preseason game, which was drama. To give you some backstory, last month, the Knicks traded Julius Randle and Donte DiVincenzo to Minnesota in exchange for Karl-Anthony Towns. Obviously, Julius Randle was important to the Knicks, but DiVincenzo was a part of the Nova Knicks, a group of Villanova alumni that gave the Knicks incredible chemistry last season. This group included Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart too, and last year, they made their deepest playoff run in years. It was honestly promising to see this team do so well, and we all hoped that they kept their core together so that they could go even further this year. But now things are different. DiVincenzo is now in a Minnesota jersey, and in that preseason game when he was taking some free throws, he was sort of jawing at the Knicks bench. And on first glance, it looked like just some friendly trash talk, but things got heated when Knicks assistant coach and Jalen Brunson's father, Rick Brunson, got involved. And after the game, DiVincenzo had to be physically separated from Rick Brunson to avoid a physical altercation. It's easy to think, why get so worked up, it's just a preseason game. But I think the emotions run deep with this trade. DiVincenzo and Jalen Brunson are actually best friends. DiVincenzo was even in Brunson's wedding last year, so I'm guessing that this trade felt personal. And since the trade did happen, it brings up the question, are the Knicks sacrificing their team chemistry by breaking up their core? Last season, the Knicks were such a feel-good story. They played hard, they had great chemistry, and they made a playoff run that actually had Madison Square Garden cheer every single night that they played. Jalen Brunson even turned down bigger offers in free agency just so he could stay in New York and help the team build something special. I could tell that this group really wanted to stay together, and in an NBA where most players are driven by money or other incentives, it's rare to see a group of teammates actually want to stay together. This season, the Knicks are taking a big swing. They're not playing it safe anymore. They're aiming for a championship, but it's a gamble. They could either end up winning it all, or they could find themselves in a situation where they're not as good as they were last year, with less chemistry, and if they do lose, it's going to cause more tension. The Knicks were a lovable underdog last year, but now they're a team with high expectations. If they win, it'll all be worth it, but if they don't, the good vibes of last season might feel like a distant memory. As always, like and subscribe for more updates.